To the top 5 where we test your knowledge on food, sports, pop culture, and trivia. I'm your host, G. Bush. Who do I have to my left?
It's your auntie's favorite, your boy Alexander Trent. Let's go.
This is the Cologne King, Bryson Jerome. What's up, y'all?
I need you to really do something about your intro. Follow me on Twitter right there. But let's keep it moving, man. Listen, you know us from Top 5. We had this show popping. We did music back in the day, but we've expanded, we've grown, we've gotten bigger and better. Now, we not only do music, we do sports, we do food, we do entertainment, we do pop culture, all the above. And this is an interactive game that you can play at home as well. All you need is a pen and a pad. Anytime you come with a Top 5 show, you got to come out swinging. And this episode is that episode. We go over the top 5 1990s sitcoms in the game.
They don't do the shows like they used to do. You know, there was a lot of good values in the shows back in the 90s.
Bryson, TGIF Friday, come on, that was must
come
have.
on, that's crazy. TGIF was all the shows that you wanted to watch, and this is all before social media dropped down. So this is the it part of media. This is like the height of it.
Now that you understand exactly what our top 5 list, let's get into some of the sitcoms that didn't quite make our list at the bottom and number 6. And we'll start with Bryson.
I ain't gonna lie. My number 6, I got Martin.
What?
Hold on. Don't kill the master. No.
Man, come on, bro.
Listen here.
Are you kidding
I
me?
love Martin. It's one of my favorites. It's a cultural favorite. I love the characters. The storyline was amazing. But when we talk about top 5, I'm talking about America's consensus. And then, I mean, every show has to end, but the way it ended, I ain't really like running really on it.
You know what? I'm gonna give you that. Martin was a cultural phenomenon, but I will give you that. The way they ended that with Martin and Gina, it kind of left a nasty taste in a lot of people's mouth.
I hope Shanae knock out your door tomorrow, bro.
Hey, man, shouts out to Dragonfly Jones.
Man, I got Everybody Loves Raymond. I mean, one of the greatest shows. I could watch that on marathon, literally.
You could watch this on Nickelodeon.
Oh, man.
And you could do a whole marathon, and it's easy
Man,
watching.
listen, it's easy watching, man. The parents might be the funniest people on the show.
Oh, hilarious.
Man, the grandfather, or the father, I should say, and the mom, come on, man, hilarious.
Right now, I got two great examples of really great shows. So that just means that if you keep watching, you're going to catch a lot of these top-notch sitcoms that we're going to be arguing about. With that being said, now that we talked about the honorable mentions, things that didn't make the list, let's get into our first wild card question. Ruby, Joey, Tony Russo were all random characters on which famous 90s show? A, Friends, B, Joey, C, Blossom, or D, Seinfeld?
I'm going to go with Blossom.
I'm going to go with Friends.
Too bad you're incorrect, my good sir. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. The correct answer goes to my man Bryson, who says Blossom. C. I'm watching some shows, my good man.
You know,
He's showing
watching
his
the
age.
shows.
We will award Bryson 1 wild card point, and he is 1 away from achieving the dominant wild card ready to go.
Let's see if he can use it.
Let's get to our top 5 now. These are the top 5 that these contestants put together. And let's start off to my left. Trent, what is your number 5 sitcom in the 90s?
At number 5, I got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
What?
As you can see, the haymakers is jumping out quickly. Fresh Prince at 5?
At 5?
Fresh Prince, man. I just believe in my heart of hearts that there are some other sitcoms that are higher on the list than Fresh Prince.
Is rolling in his
Now,
grave.
let's be clear, it's 5.
Just don't. Why don't he want me? Why don't he want me no more?
Hey, come on, dog. It's the Fresh Prince. Think about it. From the cultural connection, not only from the culture, but people who necessarily supposedly not culture, it reached everyone.
They had iconic storylines.
Hey, man, Will Smith might come here and smack the taste out you.
Man. Right now, Trent.
Right now, he will come down them steps.
The chat is telling me you're getting smoked early.
Hey, listen, man.
Brisket.
Hey, it's brisket, but we're going to see where that smoke end up at.
Now, you got an opportunity. You said he left the door open. Let's get to your number 5.
I got Seinfeld.
Seinfeld at 5, though.
I got to apologize comment section. My 2 brothers is over here They got haymakers.
You
at 5.
you got Kramer at 5. Listen, even people that didn't like Seinfeld watching Seinfeld, bro.
Let's be honest with you. A lot of the comedy you wouldn't get until you was grown men. You wouldn't get the coffee comedy was over the top. It was over the top of people's domes.
It is very high humor. I like the explanation. As you can see at home, this is just fine. We ain't from 4, 3, 2, and 1 yet. Let's get to that number 4. Let me get 4 on the list right now. I'm expecting some heavy hitters. Let's go back in the snake reverse order. We'll go back to you, Bryson, to start it off with. Who do you got at number 4?
Man, I got another heavy hitter, another club punch. I got.
I ain't heard club punch in years, bro. Like, hey man, by the way, a little quick aside, man. My dude named Shine, man, he got knocked out of his shoes, bro. You know how punch. We had to figure out he was okay, bro. But
smoked.
That's a little side. But shout out to Shine. but go ahead, bro.
Speaking of, at that time, being Shine needed something that's called Friends. I got Friends at number 4.
Whoa.
Now, Bryson, I kind of see where he's going with this, though, Trent. Like, let him cook.
It may be one of the greatest shows of all time, but guess what? It really didn't reach everybody. The culture never really was friends with friends.
And we never
the culture was never friends with friends.
But what the culture did do was living single. You see how they worked that right there? Living single. Until the night we got away. I got my girl. Listen, that reached the culture.
Yeah.
But I will give you, Friends is massive. He's packing the list. He has right now Haymaker Seinfeld. Then he brings it back with Friends. Who does not have those 2 on the list? You gotta have something.
I'm gonna be honest.
You gotta get something.
I'm gonna be real honest. Friends should be on the list, but is it too low?
Okay.
Is it too low? I'm gonna give you to my 4 right now. It's the Cosby Show. It's the Cosby Show. Number 4 is the Cosby Show.
Bro, again, we'll just say it's low on the list because of the last 10 years of Mr. Bill Cosby's life. But as far as the show goes, iconic. You talking about listening for what it's worth? Bill Cosby showed black people that you could be a doctor and a lawyer, and everybody was going to school at HBCU.
I mean, he was the first black role model.
He was the first doctor.
Was the Cosby's not creator out in the early 80s?
Whoa!
Is that a 90s show?
But here's
the sheet of his
is that
head.
really
thing,
a 90s?
It started in the 80s, but where did it end?
The Cosby Show, according to AI, started 8 seasons in 1984. Last season, 1992. Therefore giving 6 whole seasons in the 80s, only 2 seasons in the 90s.
Don't matter.
Don't matter. Don't matter. We're moving your 6 up to 4. You better get you a wild card.
Man, listen.
Now, you see how the wild card works? Bryson, you're one on the wild card. Trent, you better get going. Wild card can switch a lot of things up. Let's get to our second wild card question, Bryson. Family Matters. About the Chicago Winslow family was a spinoff of what show? A, Perfect Strangers. B, Roseanne. C, Friends. Or D, Mad About You. We'll start with you, Trent.
I'm gonna go with A.
I'm going copycat. You don't know you copycat. Perfect Strangers. No, we both Perfect Strangers.
You guys are correct. A, Perfect Strangers. That gives Bryson 2 and earned his wild card. But let's continue on our countdown. What is the number 3 top 5 sitcom in your mind of all time?
The teenagers love it. I'm going with Saved by the Bell.
That's one of my favorite shows.
And listen, Zach Morris was the first dude I seen with that phone. Shout out to Mr. Belding. Shout out to all those guys. Listen,
Screech and all of them.
AC Slater just simply stopped time for himself. They followed Zach for 35 years. They had Miss Bliss as a teacher.
Man.
Then they just followed Mr. Belding around. Then they followed
they had the college Saved by the Bell too.
And then they went to the beach and they had Leah Remini out in Jersey Shore.
Ooh, man. Screech the only guy that was still getting bullied but was still in the crew.
And everybody who didn't try to sneak and watch Showgirls. Who didn't watch who didn't watch that
Boy,
Showgirls?
I was watching that at 1:30 a.m. VH1 all night, every night. I was about.
We don't want to know.
I was about to gave you
Boy, 1:30 a.m.
Huffy bikes, boy.
Everybody was supposed to be asleep.
Who is in your top 5 coming in number 3? He got haymakers right now.
Number 3, man. Let's take it to San Francisco with it. My number 3 is Full House.
Okay.
Full House.
Okay.
The Olsen twins, Danny Tanner. You had the uncle living there. You had the dad, the father.
DJ Tanner can't save me.
Man, come on, man. We gonna see, man. We gonna see.
DJ Tanner can't save
we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
These are haymakers. Trent, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to start off. Just slide a little bit. Let's get to your number 2. What is your number 2? This gotta be a big dog.
Man.
Big dog.
Well, let's go to the big dog then. Home Improvement at number 2. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Wilson, man. Everybody need a Mr. Wilson in their life.
If there's a Mr. Wilson
it was kind of
in your
creeperish.
neighborhood,
It was kind of
I need you to call the hotline.
By the way, wives these days let you be on the show talking about, let's bring in an old girl with some power tools.
Man.
He's not hanging out with her. Liar.
Hey.
He might have been a bad dad.
Loose dad.
You call a man loose?
He was a loose dad.
Oh, that's wild.
Loose pops, and he had the supermodel on the side.
Hey, but guess what? It's undeniable that it's definitely a top 5 show.
It's a fun show. It's a very fun show. It passes the time. But when you say iconic, you tell me in the chat. Does Home Improvement come off as iconic? I don't know about that, man. I'm gonna tell you. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't got all the answers. Bryson,
you can't stop Steve or Stefan Arkell. Family Matters are number 2.
I was worried about this. I was worried.
I like Family Matters.
I was worried that you pulled
the Family Matters. Is it a top 5 show? Is it a top 5 show?
You pulled the wrong TGIF.
Of all time?
Here's the problem, though, Bryson. We talked about endings, and we took some points away from how it ended with Martin, right? I gotta take some points away from how it ended with Family Matters. Stefan Urkel started having time machines, bro. Anytime you start messing the continuity up,
people just start disappearing.
Richie and his mom disappeared, Bryson.
Richie and his mom. They had to get out. Somebody got to pay some rent. You had the sister, the fatherless child in there.
But what about the grandma? The grandma never got a buried. It's wild. Let's get to our number 1 answer on the board. Let's start with you, Bryson. Let's finish this thing off, big dog. What do you got at number 1?
Number 1 90s TV show of all time is none other than The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
In terms of the phenomenon, Will Smith was that deal.
He was that guy.
Everybody knows the theme song by heart. Man. There's the Lord's Prayer, the theme song for that in Summertime. And then he has 2 of them. 2 of the most popular, and the other one is the Lord.
And then we're not going to talk about the Men in Black movies and Bad Boys. It started all from Fresh Prince.
So you can't even hate on that.
I can't. It was in my list. I think it was just a little too high on Bryson's list, though.
Okay.
You know?
So you no problem with it. You showing paying homage. Let's get to your number 1 answer. What do you got at number 1? You need a doozy. You need some big.
I think Bryson had this on his list, but I think it was a little too low. My number 1 answer on the top 5 is Friends.
Listen, now here's the thing. We already talked about it. Now you get 1 point for every one of these that's in the top 5 list that match. But if you get it and you hit the nail right on the head and you say Friends is the top answer and it turns out to be the top answer, Troy's gonna get a bonus for that. So this could turn out to be another point in your list if you miss something on the bottom, but Friends is massive.
You can't even name all the friends.
Who?
Who picked them number 1?
Can you name all the friends?
I didn't pick them number 1. I don't need to know them. I don't need to know all the friends. I didn't pick them number 1.
I don't need to know all the friends to know that they on every network right now. I don't care if they named Tom and Jerry, Bobby, Kim, Lucille, Gertrude.
You know who wasn't?
I just know who
wasn't one of the friends? Will Smith.
I like Will.
This is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. So as you can see right now, we got Trent's top 5. We got my man Bryce's top 5. It's a little closer than we thought. We got some big names, some heavy hitters. Now it's time to find out exactly who is in the top 5. But before we do that, I'm going to give Bryson the opportunity to exercise his wild card. Now, Bryson, with the wild card, what you're able to do is if you like something on Trent's list and you would like to swap something from your list on Trent's list, you can do that.
He moving kind of sketchy a little bit. You know, you try to slide the Cosby Show in there illegally.
He permeating with confidence right now.
You know, his list is giving Chrysler 300, and I feel like I got a Maybach. So
I got my fingers crossed. Hopefully he don't use that wild card on me.
So a couple bangers over there, but I think my house is in order.
So Trent, you worked out a little bit. He didn't use the wild card. How do you feel about your list overall?
I mean, I think I'm solid, man. You know, a lot of jokes was thrown around, man. But the proof gonna be in the pudding, man. We gonna see what it is, America. We gonna see.
It is time to give you the top 5 consensus 1990s sitcoms. Coming in number 10, Will and Grace. Nobody watched that. Coming in number 9, Home Improvement. Coming in at number 8, Everyone Loves Raymond. Coming in, I'm surprised no one mentioned this. Coming in at number 7, Roseanne.
I don't want to make remarks about Roseanne. We'll just keep it moving.
Keep it
It was popping.
Coming in number 6, Full House. Trent, you was on a lot of that.
I'm chill, you
It
know.
was close. Coming in number 6, you got the Full House. Coming in number 5. Now we're in our top 5. The Nanny at number 5.
Man,
Friend. We did not see this coming.
Man.
Did you see that coming?
Hey man, listen here.
The Nanny was a hustler, boy.
People was, it was a lot of people was thirst watching out there.
Thirst watching is
There's a thirst watching.
Thirst
If your husband's favorite show was The Nanny out there, you gotta watch The Nanny. You gotta watch The Nanny. What you watching The Nanny for? Thirst.
Coming in number 4, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Coming in at number 3, Seinfeld. Seinfeld was on the list at number 3. Coming in at number 2, Frasier. I was surprised nobody had Frasier.
Man.
Surprised you didn't have it. And it's gonna come down to this one. The number 1 show of all time is Friends.
America.
The number 1 answer behind the back door is Friends.
Came behind the back door, stole the championship.
What made you do that, my sir?
I'm gonna tell you, Bryson, man, you should have learned from Terrell Pryor. You had all them gold medals and stuff, and you had all them championship rings, but you didn't sell them.
Bryson had the wild card. If Bryson would have changed and swapped out Trent's number 1 answer, we won't be talking about that today. The winner goes to Trent in the red team. By the way,
Woo! We at home, baby. The top 5 is here again, and your champion and king is back for another season.
as you can see, this is a fun, interactive game you can play with anybody. All you need is a pen, a pad, and a group of friends. And
You don't even believe Friends is number 1.
He's still hating over here.
You don't even believe it.
As always, it's not in my top 5. His top 5 is my top 5. So we'll see your top 5. Peace!